Welcome to NBHL, the third period, the last episode of this summer season. I think we'll be back for the fall. I hope so. Vassal, I'm going to put him on the spot, get him back here. It's playoff time in the NBHL, and as you know, that means Darren's a healthy scratch, and that's why I'm in his seat right now. All right, I'm Sean Guerrero with my buddy Vassal. We're at the Sportiva cage, and Alex behind the the controls there. How you doing, Alex? That's good. That's good.
Good.
Well, Vass, we're now in the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah,
finally.
all leagues now. All leagues basically are now in the the prime time of the season, and we're just gonna walk through,
Right.
see how different matchups. There's been a lot of surprises already, some unbelievable upsets. I'm still shocked and reeling from a couple of them.
Most of them. There's like more upsets than ever this year.
I know.
It seems.
It's insane. It's really no one listened to me and Jeff last week, or some teams really did. I guess like you never know what can happen, and that came through this time around. So without further ado, I guess let's pick it up with the A-League. Jeff
right,
was
what Jeff and you and Rayhan were mentioning last week how it was going to be the semifinals between AB Franchise and Montreal Elite Marksman.
Yeah.
Okay, so it turns out Marksman won the first game. It's a best-of-3 series, right? They won 4-2. In a convincing fashion, considering Jimmy Sirois wasn't there the first period at all.
And no TJ too, right?
No TJ, no Jimmy, but I don't know if Danny was there either. Danny Gentili.
I don't know. No.
Yeah. Regardless, 4-2 win. They're the first one down, and it's going to be all or nothing for the franchise.
Jeff was pretty confident when we spoke to him last week. I mean, he was trying to be modest, but when he left that, I talked to him after. He's like, our odds are good against AB franchise. As good as they have, talent-wise, Marksmen are just really, really strong. And Brad had a great game, but I expect to see Redis moving forward.
Right, especially if they get to GK in the final.
That's it. Yeah, no, I think as everyone predicted, we really think, I mean, 4-2, I was happy with the score.
Yeah, close thing.
Close game.
Apparently, Jimmy told me Dave Riendo separated his shoulder out for the season. That's a big loss.
They
had no Chris Smith also. I mean, huge factors for AB. It's nice to see they put up a fight. Hopefully, those...
Well, Dave gone, that's big. Maybe Dave if Chris comes back, I don't know, hopefully, but no, if he's not there, I still like the
No, secondary weapons are really going to need to step it up if they want to stand a chance.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't know, is TJ back anytime soon? I know he has the hand.
I don't think he's back. I don't think he's back anytime soon, unfortunately. Yeah. We'll have to see, but I agree. I think we're going to see a Marksman GK final, and that's going to be fire. I'm definitely checking that thing out. It's
we'll be together,
nice.
I think.
Yeah,
I wouldn't miss it either.
Yeah, no, for sure. Let's take a look at the B League.
Do we have in the B?
Yeah, we have Stacked versus Down to Puck. Stacked winning the first game 6-0 against Down to Puck.
Convincingly.
Oh my God. Did not see that coming. I mean,
I saw them winning because they're a lot more experienced than DP.
100%. But the youth factor, I thought would have overcompensated for that.
Yeah.
I still have Down to Puck taking the series.
Yeah, I wouldn't count them out. You're right. I mean, they lost one game 6-0, so obviously Stack's going to be a little bit overconfident in the second game. Like we said, they're experienced, so maybe they'll be able to control it and not.
It's a great. You're right. You're absolutely right. And what's the sneaky thing with these 3-point series, right? Is they don't need to win.
No.
They just need that tie. Now that messes with the team sometimes. I would much rather be in Stack's position than Down to Puck, going in one game up.
Yes.
But you can get complacent.
Exactly.
And that, I think I've seen teams lose it. Because they just think all we have to do is tie. They go in playing for the tie, and lo and behold, they've lost all momentum. They lose the game. They're playing the minigame right after, just getting spanked. And to recuperate from that, you don't have enough time.
No, definitely not. And in this case, I mean, they got shut out the first game, right? So Stacked is maybe going to, let's win 0-0. Let's just go through. If Down to Puck scores late in the game, they have all the momentum going to the minigame, so it's over. It's a double-edged sword. You could win by playing defensively, but if you don't win, it's gonna cost you in the minigame.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I was shocked by that score. Down to Puck. I mean, we know there's a lot of guys in that team who can put the ball in the net. Yeah. To see no goals.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bobby is great. Bobby is an amazing goalie, and I'm not surprised he could do it. But again, Down to Puck is
Bobby. I hate playing you. He is the Dominic Hasek of the NBHL, right?
Chris Terreri even. He looks like Chris Terreri.
I know.
Oh my God, he's so good.
But his scrambling ability is probably the best in the league.
Very athletic.
It's nuts.
He kicks the ball. He kicks the ball to pass it around. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, no, he's fun. He's fun to play. It's not fun to play against, but he is because you just sit there like
entertaining.
Yeah.
The other game.
Other
PC
game.
Crisis Viala.
No, well, PC Crisis took it.
Right.
They took it in overtime.
Yes, from what I understand, Julio Carrera scored the
Yes.
goal in overtime. It was off a turnover. Troy stopped it at the red line, sent it on net, and Julio boxed out Dan Staten and put in the low
The
corner.
Norris
to win it.
winner for that league.
Not
He's-
surprising at all.
Yeah,
Dan's
Dan,
any-
you're
any
never,
league.
you're not becoming a 3 anytime soon. You got the
Yeah.
Norris in that league.
Sorry,
I'm
buddy.
Yeah, exactly. No, but that's a huge win.
Yeah.
For that
Yeah,
team,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I actually think that PC Crisis is a worse matchup for River Rats than Viala would have been. I think PC Crisis matches up very well. They can play that physical
Yes,
game.
Yeah. And their elite players could match up to the elite players. on the
Exactly,
River Rats.
where I think there's a gap there between Viala and River Rats. I
Exactly.
think River Rats are looking at the River Mirror going, shoot, why didn't you know?
yeah.
You know, what could we have done to make this differently? But River Rats are still, I would say, the heavy favorite in that series. They've been dominant all season long.
Right. Now, what your reaction earlier is they took it because this was the quarterfinal and Stacked was the semifinal game 1. So now PC Christ are going to play the first game against River Rats in the semifinal.
Exactly. Which again is going to be very interesting. I don't think it's a cakewalk for River Rats.
No.
I would still say
No,
they're
no.
the heavy favorites.
Of course.
But if any team can upset River Rats right now in
It's
that
Crisis.
league, it's Crisis.
Crisis with momentum and their top guns firing. I mean, Julio, Jimmy Troy.
Exactly. Who do you see going through? Who do you think is
I'm going to unfortunately stick with River Rats.
River Rats for sure?
Yeah.
And then on the other side, do you think there's going to be?
I think Stacked is going to take it.
Okay.
Not easily, though. It's not going to be easy at all. If it goes to minigame, down to puck has the better
you know,
chance.
that's a series that has a mini game potential all over it for
exactly.
sure. Yeah.
But I think Stacked is going to be able to, play their game for just another 50 minutes, make it to the final, and then let it all out against the winner of PC Crisis and River Rats.
Yeah, no, it should be exciting to see. I still see River Rats taking this
Yeah,
thing. I think Mike
it's
Richards
hard.
is having a heck of a
my
season.
goodness, yeah.
He is lighting it up. Jerry's having an unbelievable season in goal for River Rats.
Yeah.
They're for me the heavy favorites here. So
Yeah, just looking at the standings, you can't argue that.
no, exactly. That's why I like to argue. You can't load them up.
All right, so D next.
Yep. Some major upset.
Wow.
In this league, we talked about it before.
Yeah. Now, Asian Express was the first team to beat Angry Birds, right?
They were.
Exactly.
They were.
The only loss that the Angry Birds had all season. Now, Asian Express didn't finish that high in the standing, so they had to play another top team in the TJs, beating them 3-2 in a shootout.
Nuts.
Incredible.
I'm so. You know what? Ray was talking about it the last time. He's like, he was so unfazed. The fact he wasn't happy that he had to play the TJs, but he's
Yeah.
like, don't
gotta
count
do it,
us
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Don't count us out. And he lived up to that confidence.
Yeah.
And I saw that tweet. I was like, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I mean, they didn't have TJ
Of
Ward,
course.
which is
But
there's an asterisk, Rayhan.
But they've dealt with that all season. They still
That's
finished
true.
only one loss.
That
So,
is
I mean,
true.
very impressive on behalf of Asian Express. I'm really anxious to see what they could do in the next round.
I mean, and Faisal, the captain of Asia Express, has been around the game so long. That
So
is
long.
a very, very experienced team. Shoaib, the goaltender, for the cat's out of the bag for this kid.
Yeah.
He is. I noticed him at the charity tournament a couple of years ago,
Okay.
and he's lights out. Like
It was
when
Lost Kings, not Lost Kings. Sorry,
it was
the
Slaying,
Kings.
it was the Slaying Samurais when he played in the
Oh, yes,
in
and
the
it crossed
tournament.
over, I remember that.
exactly. So
Right.
they've picked him up. He was a prospect of those guys, and they've really built him up to be one of the top goalies in the league.
Well, if he could do this kind of damage in
Well,
the D League, he's gonna
yeah.
have many good years ahead.
Exactly. So I mean, but now they're facing Angry Birds.
Oh.
It's like out of the pot into the fire, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they could beat them 3 times in a row, or even 2 wins and a tie. So that's going to be a real interesting matchup. The Angry Birds you mentioned, they beat Cramerica, Baron's team,
Yeah,
convincingly.
healthy scratch too.
7-3, I think it was.
Yeah, no, it was. I was actually at Ray Borg to watch that
Okay.
game, and both teams were short benched. In
Yeah.
fairness to both, Justin Manassa did not have his best game. He played much better in the second half, but it was just watching two different levels of hockey. Costandi on Cramerica.
Yeah, he's excellent, really good statistically, but you can't do it all alone.
That's
team,
the problem.
Angry Birds is just
I mean,
overloaded.
He undressed Redis on a breakaway. Yeah, I know.
Wow,
that's- but it's just one of those things. They would claw back and just not have enough
Yeah.
to really get back in that game. And honestly, Vassal, it was just elite pass and playmaking.
You could tell there's 2 assists on every goal for that team.
Yeah,
'cause-
that's a great exactly.
Yeah.
So for that team, I just think if everyone's there, this is
Yeah.
the caveat. There may be too much firepower for Asian Express to handle right now.
Right, even with the young goalie.
Exactly. You know,
It's going to be interesting. That's
It's
for sure.
gonna be
Because they do know how to beat them. They've done it in the past. The only ones to do it. So
that's true. So who do you think is going to take it in this
I
series?
think Angry Birds. I just, as well as they're going to play, I don't see them losing 3 straight. I don't see Angry Birds losing 3 straight.
yeah.
It just doesn't.
Yeah, no, I gotta agree with you there.
Especially with Redis and Nets. I mean, you need
know.
one good forward and Redis and Nets, and you could win it.
Exactly, exactly.
And in this case, they have defensemen
And the
forwards
offenses and
yeah.
defense as well. No, it's good. I say they're the head favorites there.
Yeah.
Interesting series though on the other side. Lost Peoples against Sharpshooters.
That is going to be a hard-fought battle because both balanced teams, but I find that Lost Peoples have more firepower.
Yeah.
So if their big guns are there to play, and I don't want to say average Joes on Sharpshooters, but they have a very strong, balanced, no superstar roster.
Yes.
If no one steps up to the plate to match the intensity of the Lost People's top forwards, I could see Lost People's taking it with Sonny Patel in nets. He's going to be able to
Yeah.
give them the opportunity to play that high offense hockey where you could trade chances and like if you take
Yeah.
a few goals on top and just put it away.
And you know what? I while my heart wants to agree with you, my brain says, but look at the facts. Sharpshooters have been
Yeah.
dominant all year. Somehow,
Literally, not just the season, all year since last.
Exactly. Every league we put them in, they've always
They excel.
emerged to be at the top. Jeff was talking about that last week too, and I got to say, Lost Peoples, I don't know. I think Sharpshooters are going to take this one. I mean, Nick knows what he's doing. They
Yeah.
got Dave Gallagher playing next week. They lost. They didn't have. Yeah, because he was managing the last game.
Yeah.
So to have
I didn't
him,
know they qualified him. He's one of my favorite players ever. As a
Yeah.
person, obviously, I love him, but as a player, he's just awesome.
he's elite. You
Yeah.
know. So to have him in the lineup, these guys are. I think they're really going to emerge from that series, but. I don't like them matched up against Angry Birds. I think Angry.
No, they're too angry. There's too much offense
I
in
know.
there to it's essentially the same thing as against Lost Peoples. The top guns, Angry
Yeah.
Birds, are way better than the top guns or Sharpshooters.
Exactly.
So unless they could really find a way to
Neutralize those weapons.
exactly, they're not going to win on a trade-off.
Yeah. I mean,
especially with Redis in that.
That's it. I think Angry Birds are the big favorite in this league, just because of the goaltending, because of the firepower on offense,
and the steady defense.
and the steady defense. Right? They have all the ingredients that one would think that you're going to bake a good recipe for winning.
The only way I don't see them winning is if they find a way to turn on themselves. I know, stupid penalties, bench
George
arguments.
doesn't let that. George Papakrostopoulos,
Yeah.
the captain, does
Yeah.
not let that happen. This
No,
guy's been in like Division 1 or 2 hockey in the States.
Okay.
He's been in pressure situations. This guy keeps his boys calm. That's just his disposition.
Yes.
And I think that percolates to the rest of the members of the team.
That's really good. That's what you need for
that's-
success, right?
That's it. I mean, even when they're scoring these highlight reel goals, they're just business as usual. Line up, it's like Jesus.
Yeah. Celebrate a little.
Yeah, exactly. Smile, somebody. No, so I guess Angry Birds. I say Sharpshooters. You say Peoples, but I think we're both saying Angry Birds in the end. Taking this.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
Yeah.
So E-League, very interesting. That was the most interesting one, I would assume.
I would, right now, this league has the biggest eye openers. Like, what the heck just happened here?
Just starting from the top, I mean, was it the Birthday Boys to the Buffalo Shavers in overtime?
They lost to
Never
Buffalo
would have guessed. We were discussing a few weeks ago how are the Buffalo Shavers even going to make it in?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and now they just took out I'm pretty sure they finished first, but
They did.
also,
They
in
did.
my opinion, easily the favorite team in the division.
I had them winning the whole thing.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well,
Buffalo
not without a
Shavers
doubt,
are-
obviously, but
No, but that's
Yeah,
it. You look at that team. You look at the
Yeah.
quality of that roster. You look at the way they're playing. Like, Birthday Boys are taking
Yeah,
this
it's-
thing. Now, the E-League was very, very tight.
it was a good division, very
But-
well
super
selected teams
balanced.
in there.
Yeah, but I did not see Buffalo Shavers beating them.
Yeah.
But the kids stepped up. Kyle Stromberg.
Yeah, overtime.
Ryan Rosenberg. He got the overtime winner.
Yeah.
And then obviously Mark Ronaldo Nets must have stood in his head.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is the upset, I would say, right now, of the playoffs.
Yeah, well, for sure. I mean, oh, you mean playoffs altogether?
Oh, yeah. I'm
Altogether.
looking. I mean,
Yeah,
we may find another one, but I'm saying right
yeah,
now.
as it stands, I can't really disagree. I mean, it's not. It wasn't like a 6-0 win. It was
No,
one goal overtime, but
The fact that
still.
they did, yeah, exactly. I mean, I had the unfortunate to play the Buffalo Shavers last summer.
Okay, yeah.
In
They won, I believe.
They
right?
won.
Yeah.
They won in a shootout.
Okay.
And they're doing the same thing this year. They're just upsetting the higher ranked teams and just getting the job done. No, I'm happy for them. But they don't have an easy task ahead of them. Spartans.
No, Spartans. Oh my God, I was at the rink that night and I ran into Corey Steger, Justin Romeo, Brad Johns, and Jamie Collister, who had just finished playing against the Spartans. 10-1. They said they lost and they never stood a chance.
Yep.
I mean, he said they only drank 2 beers before the game. They weren't even that drunk. I mean,
Different playoff strategy, guys.
yeah. No, but 10-1 mercy rule in the playoff. I haven't seen, especially not this type of division.
No, exactly.
And not against Ayad Ihaz finishing at first episode of the season. Ayad Ihaz at the top. I mean,
Yeah.
these guys have played higher and won. 10-1 is just. I would be terrified.
The question that's going to
the
happen now
Spartans,
is are Spartans going to be complacent? Are they going to say we just mercied
I don't
a very
think so.
good team? And they're looking at Buffalo Sabres, thank God we're not playing birthday boys.
Yeah,
Are they
right?
going to think,
Yeah,
oh, we
that's
got a
true.
break? And then, it's
Yeah.
going to be like the Pittsburgh Penguins against,
Yeah.
New York Islanders. Oh, this will
Yeah,
be easy.
push it
And
to
then,
7,
oh,
yeah.
exactly. Right?
No, I don't think they do because they have a lot of poise. They've been in the league many years, and I believe they won last year as well.
They did.
Or if it was the summer before. But I
No,
played
it was
against them
last
several
year, yeah.
times, and they're always successful in the playoffs. They're really hard to play against. They kind of regroup, and they try to focus on the task at hand at the time. And I just don't think they're going to take their foot off the pedal here.
Yeah, no, I think that's going to be I think that's a great matchup for both teams. I don't think anyone's the favorite because they bring different dynamics
Yeah.
to the game.
Both young and fast.
That's it. Exactly. So that should be interesting. I still think Spartans are going to take it.
Yeah, I mean-
I see Buffalo Sabres have the potential to unravel a bit if they get down 2-3 goals.
Yeah.
Where Spartans won't. They'll remain composed, but we'll see.
Yeah. It's a good one, though.
The next series.
So we had the Trailer Park Boys beat OGC 3-2.
Oh yeah,
That was a close one, or?
Yeah, that was that. Those two teams know each other very well. They're,
Yeah,
they're buddies
yeah.
on all the opposite sides of the court there.
Yeah.
That was a nail biter. That
Yeah.
was a great game. Happy for Trailer Park. Unfortunate for OGC,
Yeah.
but either way, you're going to be happy for the guy making it through there.
And they're playing the Brazzer Boys,
Yes.
who apparently Mikey Knopp is wide awake now.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, but Mikey Knopp has raised his level of hockey. Not just on this team, on other teams he's playing on. But my brother plays on the team.
Right, I ran into him. He told me Mikey is standing right there next to him. Mikey just lit us up. We didn't stand a chance. 4-0. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what happened, but I'm really happy. And the whole team just decided to step up. And apparently Montreal does run in that game at all.
No,
apparently it was a clinic. And my brother was saying, in our zone the whole time, we barely generated any offense.
Okay.
Watch out for monsters. I mean, Brazzer Boys.
So do you think is that the Brazzer Boys were that good that game, or the Duds were off?
No, I'm going to say Brazzer Boys were that good that game. I think they really just played to their full potential, and that's what happened. And
Right.
they emerged the winners.
It's a good matchup against Trailer Park Boys, also young teams, runners. I would give the edge to Trailer Park
Me
Boys
too.
just off the bad experience. And
Me too.
Overall, I mean, the Brazzer Boys are top heavy with Mike Knopp. And
That's it, exactly.
The Trailer Park Boys are well balanced, all friends. And
That's it. And I've taken an Eric Larson shot to the thigh.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Still in pain.
yeah. What, 2 years ago? I bet?
exactly. No, I agree. I think Trailer Park Boys are going to step up in that one and move on.
Yeah.
Seeing them against Spartans would be one heck
That
of
would be a hard
oh,
fought battle.
Yeah.
Probably quite a few penalties, but by the end of it, they wouldn't even be dirty. They would just be
Just good,
rough,
hard
so the
hockey.
So the refs would let it go, I would imagine. Yeah, that would be a nice final to watch, and I guess the Spartans could do it again the way they're going
They
right now.
can, but it's a coin toss for me. I could
Yeah.
go either way. I can make arguments for both sides. I would say Trailer Park. I think these guys play the only thing that may happen to them, a lot of guys play elsewhere
Yeah,
in the league.
conflicts.
Not just
Especially-
conflict,
yeah.
but just fatigue.
Okay.
As you go deeper in the season,
Yeah.
are you going to get tired? The Eric Larson's on his 4 teams.
These guys they've played together so long. I mean,
But that's the other coin. That's the other side of the coin.
they're used to this. They make the playoffs every year. They're there deep every year. They've won several times. I don't see that being necessarily a factor because those other teams they have aren't heavy point teams. They're not their top guns. They're
No.
a lot of the average guys. So their top guns should be okay.
No, it's going to be it's
Yeah.
going to be interesting to see.
It's a good division again. Very
Oh, yeah,
very well rounded. So the F League, which was a smaller division.
Yeah, exactly. So 7 teams, 6 of them make it.
Yeah, and that's not started yet, right?
No, well, we have some matchups ready. So we have GK Light guaranteed to play against the Lads.
Okay.
That's an unfortunate matchup for both those teams.
Okay.
Both those guys should be in the next round.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're playing each other, so only one could go through. For me, it's going to really depend on who GK Light brings to the game. Charles manages his
infinite
roster.
bag of tricks there.
That's it, right? They manage the roster very well, but sometimes guys have commitments and whatnot, so he brings whatever he can. Usually it works. that doesn't necessarily work against the lads. The
No,
lads,
structure.
that's
pure structure.
Pure
And,
structure.
yeah.
You know, like
Strategy and just a lot of talent too. I mean,
Oh,
you
absolutely.
can't disregard that, but it's mainly the structure, organized hockey. Everybody plays for the guy next to them. And
that's it, and it's a clear understanding of the rules. The
Yes.
lads play role hockey. Like everyone knows what they're meant to do and what their
Yeah.
limitations are. When there's no argument when there's a power play.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. And I mean, if a guy were to cough it up the middle, 8 guys on the bench right away would react because they know that none of them make the simple mistakes
No.
of that. I mean,
Exactly.
if they make mistakes, it's because they got beat, not because they recklessly just threw the ball up the middle or anything. So
Exactly.
structure hockey against a team that brings in a lot of spares, generally I would see succeeding, but you never know who they're bringing as spares. I mean, I saw they had Ellis,
That's
Sean
it.
Ellis.
Exactly.
There's infinite bag of tricks over there. They're
No, exactly. Like, it depends what GK Light team shows up. But I would still say, I mean, the lads would be my favorite in that because of just who they are.
okay. And
Next series, I don't kind of care who shows up. I mean, I know who has the better chance. So it's Washups or Ballers against Brotherhood.
wash-ups.
I would say so.
But
You know-
I would say that just because they played them last year, and the Washups won that division,
Yeah.
so they could beat them. Brotherhood, I noticed, only lost 1 game all year.
That's the thing.
Not much to say about it other than goaltending.
That's it.
It's very, very, very impressive. I see them obviously going to the final.
Yeah.
And then
But you know what? I think if they're playing Ballers, absolutely, I agree. I mean, I love Matt Butcher. He's captain of that
Yeah,
team.
yeah, yeah.
There's like Jay Sagan, all the
Yeah,
guys,
yeah,
all those
yeah.
guys. I mean, they're
Claire, all of them.
exactly all of them. But they don't match up well against Brotherhood.
No.
I
No.
think it's going to be quick and dirty, in and out. Get the job done, punch
Yeah.
out. But if it's wash-ups,
No, because they're fast
They're
and young, and it's unconventional. The way they score their goals is a little different because they're really good players, but they're not necessarily NBHL players. You know what I mean? They're not like the ballers that have all played 10 years and half of them are
well,
in the
they're
Hall
new.
of
They're,
Fame.
they're
and-
pretty young. They're new. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah.
they're very good ice hockey players.
Exactly. So they'll have different moves, different ways to score goals. It's very, very interesting to watch, and
Yes.
maybe the goalie isn't used to that on Brotherhood.
And they
you know?
got the leading scorer on that team, Anthony Pirkakos.
Yes, well, he was really good against us last year. He's him and Eric Donliner are just
Yeah, exactly.
dynamite, those two.
Yeah, so I mean, when you got those pieces, I mean, I'm sure
You'll get
Brotherhood's
those odd man
watching.
rushes that you'll capitalize on any goalie eventually.
Well, that's
but
it, right?
It's how many times could it happen? How many times is Brotherhood going to let it happen without them scoring a goal?
Well,
So-
we know what Brotherhood's going to do. They're going to play their chippy game to like
Yes.
just get these guys off their, off theirs.
Yeah.
But if any team can knock off Brotherhood, it's wash-ups.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I agree.
so it should be interesting. I think lads and Brotherhood ultimately in the end, but if I'm hoping for an upset there with the wash-ups, can make some things interesting.
Yeah. So moving on to G.
G has the perfect matchup for both teams. You've got Muffin Stuffers against Diamond Hawks,
Great.
and then the Shockers against Blackhawks.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Blackhawks beat Shockers 3-0 just 2 weeks ago, I think.
They're not scared of the Shockers
At all.
At all.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure to speak to Shawnee Fox, who I've played with
Yes.
before in the past.
So have I. I won a cup with him
Yeah.
at least one, maybe
Yeah.
a few. I don't know.
And I said, "So you got the?" He's like, "We're not scared at all." He's like,
Yeah.
"We can beat them."
Yeah, they had a hard time against the Broadway Bullies this week, though. I went to the last 13 seconds
Oh,
in
really?
overtime. Yeah, cough up the middle, and
Oh no.
yeah, Jimmy Sirwine nets. I mean, he played lights out. He was amazing. They should have won that game a lot earlier, but just a screenshot, wrist shot, top corner with 10 seconds left in overtime.
There's not much you can do.
Yeah, Mark Ronaldo on the other side played really good.
He
too.
is he's underrated. I mean,
Yeah.
we know how good he is, but
Yeah.
like, even still, he just every day he's like impresses me more. Like how good he can be in nets.
Yeah, very
Big
impressive.
goalie, a lot of skill. Like it's
Very shot aggressive, like I've said in
Yeah.
the past. He's- yeah, yeah.
the Ron Hextall of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, the NBHL,
Yeah, exactly.
So what else do we have?
Well, I mean, Muffin Stuffers against Diamond Hawks. I mean, Muffin Stuffers, this is the dream matchup for these guys. They're an older team.
Yeah.
I know, speaking to some of their guys, yes, they're confident. I speak to Steve Scharf, one of the
Yeah.
two goalies that they use, and I know they're happy they're not playing Shockers or Blackhawks.
Yeah, for sure. They don't like the young speed. Even Broadway Bullies almost beat them 2 weeks ago, 3-2.
That's
Before
it.
3, regardless, they're pumped. They're really happy. I mean, a friend of mine, Chris Monroe, out of the blue, messaged me to see how Broadway Bullies did, so he knows who they're playing. This was like the same night, right after they won. They're pumped. You should have seen them celebrate when they beat the Bullies to lock in first place. For a bunch of old guys, they're really ecstatic.
The only thing is they got Jimmy Carey
Yeah.
and Eric Davila.
Danny Davila.
Danny Davila.
Hat trick in the first game. Everyone's talking about this guy.
I know.
We saw him obviously last year in the youth league and his little brother, and
Yeah.
it's really impressive to just hear about him from someone else's perspective who doesn't think that you know who he is. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no, I know this guy, but I'm really happy to hear that you think he's that good.
Yeah, no, that was great roster management
Yes.
by that team to
Yeah.
bring on Davila and Carey to get. These guys are making them contenders
Yeah.
because they're compensating for the age.
And the experience.
That's
they
it.
need a bit of reckless offensive, just greed.
Yeah.
Just get to the net, shoot, get a goal on your own, get a shorthanded goal, anything like that, because they know how to play the zone defensively. Really strong blue line too. Ole Kalushny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, John Montre, just really strong.
Yeah.
So
I gotta give it to. I mean, Diamond Hawks, great team. You can never count them out really, but I just think the experience, and then you have that offensive element with
Remo
Davila.
Tarashi.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean okay? Yeah.
There's a player.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I'm leaning towards Diamond Hawks. In this one.
Really, just because of Remo. huh?
Justin Manassa,
Right,
and Remo
true.
Tarashi.
Well, it's funny when we're talking to Jeff because
Shut that one guy down. I don't care if anyone scores, just not him.
But
they still won 2-0 because Manassa shut everything else
That's
out.
it.
Right? So
Exactly.
I mean, even if you do get to neutralize him, you still have to end up beating Justin on the other side. And they do have other elements as well. McKay and Marc-André Laroche,
Yeah.
who's a good friend of mine. I mean, I
not
actually
that I don't have the pieces, but I think like a John Montroy can't shut down a Remo.
no. Too slow.
You don't
Not that
think so?
no, you're right. It's Remo's too fast. Not that John is too slow. Remo is just too
That's
fast.
not what he said.
Yeah. No, Remo is really, really fast. But
Not even Monroe can keep up with him.
Monroe can keep up with him, but Monroe plays center. So
He's gonna
if-
be. I mean, I've played
Monroe
Monroe.
forechecks also. That's the
He
thing.
does, but if
That's
Monroe needs to play that like man up.
He needs to know. They need to have a guy on him at all times. 'Cause
All the
that's the only way they're going to win is if they do neutralize Tarashi and then manage to beat Justin.
Yeah, but that's what they're gonna leave for Davila and
Yeah.
Carey
They're
to
gonna-
worry about,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
No, it's gonna be an awesome series. I have stuffers just because of the.
I have. I didn't say who I had in the other series. I have Blackhawks beating Shockers
Shockers,
again.
eh?
Yeah. The momentum they have off the win against the Bullies, they were worried. They were stressed the whole way through. I mean, 2nd versus 7th seed. They thought there was going to be a walk in the park. We had 7 guys, seven forwards, 3 defensemen.
Wow,
it was
bare
weak.
bones, yeah.
Yeah, I hopped on the power play. We were depleted.
That's how desperate you were.
Yeah, our best defenseman, Juan de Norris, suspended. Another guy hurt his knee.
Oh, really? Oh,
Another
gee.
defenseman couldn't make it. We're depleted, and they had a hard time. But I feel like they built off of that and united, and they're going to be really hard in this next round against the Shockers, who they beat just 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
I don't see it being a
No,
a
you
big
know
issue
what?
for them.
Blackhawks. I mean, I like the Shockers. I think they're a great team, but I do think that the Blackhawks team is just as a unit much more potent.
They're also really good at not retaliating, taking slashes.
Yeah.
Shockers, I have a lot of respect for them. I mean, it got ugly the few times we played them. Even in the past, it's gotten ugly, but they're really, really good.
You guys used to have the best matches.
Yeah, oh my God. They're 1-goal games, but
Yeah,
Jesus. 100 minutes each
Yeah,
time,
exactly.
penalties. No, but basically, the Shockers are really good, but the second something doesn't go their way, I see them having a hard time
Yeah.
containing or
emotions.
maintaining their
Yeah,
composure
yeah.
and not losing it against the ref or slashing a guy for retaliating or anything like that. So I'm going to definitely give it to Blackhawks.
No, should be. I agree. So
Yeah.
it should be good. H League, Killers, Monstars, and then you got CTH Van Buren boys.
Well, I'm gonna. I can't go against Van Buren boys with CTH. CTH is really good, but too much offense on the Van Buren
Too
boys.
much, and that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
They're-
Am I seeing this right? That Monsters beat Ruthless 4-0.
4-0. I was at the game.
Was that Mike
Think-
Knopp? Was it pure Mike Knopp?
No,
or-
it, obviously a big factor. Jason Reddy also had a fantastic game, but they put him back on defense. Which
Reddy, okay, well, he's like one of the fastest guys in the
And
entire
that's
league,
it,
so
right?
that's huge. Good strategic move for Monsters
Yeah,
there.
no. I saw them. They were ecstatic. They were very happy, but they
Well,
deserved that game.
To beat Ruthless 4-0, I mean, was it Dave Mello in net?
Yeah.
Dave Shipman was there.
Dave was shook after.
Wow.
But you know what, though? I mean, I was joking with Marco St. Pierre, the captain of Ruthless.
Yes.
I was in the stands watching the game, and someone came up to me and was like, "Oh, who's winning, Ruthless?" I'm like, "No, actually, Monstars." I was like, "Oh, yeah, they're playing San Jose Sharks."
What do you mean?
They dominate the season.
Okay,
and out in the first, it's, David even told me after, it's like, it's been 3 seasons in a row.
Yeah.
First place, first round exit. I
Yeah.
mean, it's almost like they got to break that curse. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it was unbelievable. Shipman was neutralized completely.
Yeah, he didn't. I like him a lot of respect for him. He didn't do that much against Broadway Bullies either. Usually stands out a little more. He burns guys, takes shots. He wasn't that much of a standout player, and I'm hoping he get elevated for
Yeah.
For Blackhawks for the next round. It's unfortunate though. However, for Ruthless, who I thought were going to be.
Me too.
Yeah,
I know. The Mike and Up factor, 2 series, 2 upsets.
2-4-0 wins.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
A couple playoff MVPs going his way, I think.
But they're up against Killers now.
Oh boy.
And I don't know if they have enough.
No, Killers are very well rounded, very high offense. And this coming from Dave Mello himself, was the best, well, not the best, but first place goalie in that division. Said Connor Gagnon is one of the best players he's ever seen. Just the shot, the speed, the release, everything is amazing. So when you could surround him, it's going to be really, really, really hard.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's why I have Killers taking this one just because of Connor Daniel. If Trevor's playing too, his brother. These guys are, and they're too good.
Yeah.
Too good. And they got Peter Carvo, Team Greece leading scorer. So, not some bad weapons on that roster.
He's amazing on Angry Birds as well, Peter.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, we said Van Buren boys. I mean, they snuck past this to the next round. Their goalie got kicked out.
Right.
They put in
3 minors.
Yeah, 3 minors. Get Chris Catalonia, an elite ice hockey goaltender. No stress there. and they win. They move on to face the CTH. I like Van Buren in this series. I feel bad for the CTH boys. It seems like I'm always putting them down.
Yeah, I mean, too. It's because they're overachievers. They work so hard to be better than where you think they would be. So like, it's hard to.
I know. You look at them. You're like, it's like the sharpshooters. Like, you're good, but I can't understand why to a certain extent. Right?
But in their case, it's effort. It's really just
effort. But I watched Marty Robillard, a guy I used to play with.
Yes, I know.
And his skill level.
He's improved a lot.
He's always had the hands, and now he's finishing.
I find he's always had the grit and the speed and the heart.
Yeah.
It's not so much the talent that was there. I remember playing against him PCUK, I think, years ago.
Yes. Yep.
Same guy. I think he wears number 20, blonde hair. He's just a lot of grit and heart to play against. So if he's starting to actually elevate his game to the point where he could score goals and be an impact player for the game, not just defensively but offensively, that's really big for CTH because they've been molding him basically. Him and a few other guys, Jonathan Suat, they've been molding him for like 5 years now. It's nice to see that they're improving enough to lead the team.
Exactly, and they're off a championship too.
Right.
So they almost you almost you get a taste, you want more. So hopefully these guys remember what it feels like.
Yeah, and are able to elevate and match the game. Yeah.
Exactly, but they're in for a tough battle.
I mean, they beat Mighty Pucks. That's still something. They were. I would have thought Mighty Pucks win that game.
Mighty Pucks are missing Levy.
Okay,
that was a big factor there, right?
Okay,
You're missing him. It's a different team, really. You know.
I guess so.
Yeah, it's the last time CTH and Van Buren played, it was an awesome game. Should be an awesome series, but I got it Van Buren. I got Killers. What a final that's going to be.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Got the I-League.
All right, that's in the quarters now, right?
It's on Parks and Legs versus Deep Rock, Fat Roy versus Gold Diggers.
Oh, good on Deep Rock getting into. They were battling out with Papa Shangos there down
Papa
the stretch.
Shangos are out, I saw. Yeah,
and they take it with a tie to get into the playoffs. You can never count them out, but Parks and Legs.
No, really good athletic guys there. I don't see I'm happy for Deep Rock that they made it in Julian Fierro, but not. I don't see them making it through Parks and Legs.
I would say they're not the favorite. That's for sure.
Gold Diggers and Fat Roy. Wow, they've played a lot in the past. I'm really excited to see.
A couple times.
Yeah. I remember last year I played for Gold Diggers and we played them the last game of the season. Then Fat Roy won in the playoffs. I think Gold Diggers are riding a wave. Mish Gruskowski had a hat trick last game, and he's usually the last guy you would expect to get a hat trick because he's.
That's not true, me.
I know, nothing against his skill. It's just I've never seen such a selfless captain. You know, I know a lot of guys that they call up a player, they want to play with that player. He's good, they want to get points, they want to play with him. They don't, yes, they want to win, but I want to play with him, you know. Mish will sit 4 shifts or play defense to accommodate other players, whatever makes the team better. You know what I mean? And for him to get a hat trick is just, I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, no, I mean, I still got to give it to Fat Roy. I mean,
it's.
You look at Costa and the history of that team. I mean, they're making semis almost every season. You know,
every team they have, every division they play, they bring the right guys. Really well managed team. I mean, I don't see them losing this year against Gold Diggers either.
No, sadly, unfortunately, but I mean, exactly. I have them moving on as well, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So the other two are basically already in the semis. It's Crazy Canucks and Silver Plows, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I see those two making it to the finals.
I agree. Sadly, it's sort of like, you know.
Yeah, and then Crazy Canucks.
You never know because that's why we play the games. But Silver Plows and Crazy Canucks, and I agree. Crazy Canucks just seem to be too much to hand over this year.
Yeah, like we said at the beginning of the season, I think they're lower than they should be.
Yeah.
Just based on what they've done in the past, not on the roster they brought because they obviously fit the cap system, the point system. So, I mean.
Yeah.
It's theirs to lose, like we said at the
Silver
beginning.
Plows are lost Daryl Layton, a great defenseman, one of our good
he
friends.
plays Viala, VIPs, all
Exactly.
that stuff.
So,
Yeah,
and he's out with an ankle injury.
okay.
So
that's
to
a
lose
big
him,
loss.
that's a
It's
big
a lot
loss.
of speed on back there.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's a shutdown defenseman.
Yeah.
Just doesn't score much, but
Well, they need that against the Savoie.
that's it. Exactly. So he's a big piece missing. It's all up to Ryan Knopf.
So J League,
Yep.
we got quarterfinal 1 Outlaws versus Scorpions.
Yep.
Gotta give that to Outlaws.
Really,
Even,
eh?
Yeah, not even hesitation there. I'm sorry for Scorpions. I know they strung together a few big wins at the
That's
end. to
it.
make
Yeah, that's
through,
why I don't know.
But Outlaws
The
are
thing
just
with
too good.
it's Trudel.
Yeah.
It's Upe. You know,
But I've noticed they've got all these Corbeil, a bunch of other
Yeah,
guys that
yeah.
have really
stepped
just-
up.
You know, like, okay, we're going to watch Trudel and Upe, but all of a sudden there's 3 other guys that are a point or two a game, and you just can't contain 2 lines like that in that low of a division, at least.
No, you're right. I'm just riding the Scorpion wave right now.
Yeah.
Just like they've been just so good in the some recent games,
Yeah.
recent weeks that you know what? If anyone could do it,
I would be happy to see them through, that's for sure. I just can't go against my gut and Outlaws
Yeah,
here. Huge wash-ups dead last. That is going to be an extremely hard-fought battle.
Oh, jeez.
It's one top
Yeah.
line of huge wash-ups against the well-balanced.
There's gonna have to be a referee timeout for that one. I'm worried about that, but no, that's gonna be just epic.
Yeah, and I watched Alex Haddad in the playoffs last week, and no one gave more heart than that guy, and he was a
Yeah.
spare on the team. So this is his. Well, I don't think it's officially his team, but we all know it's his team. He, if he plays the way he played this week, and just like I don't know, a quarter of the guys match that intensity on huge wash-ups, I see them beating dead last.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
He could do it alone. He could do it alone if he's on his game, to be honest.
That's it. The last sort of slightly older version of the
Yeah,
Fat Roy crew.
exactly.
You know, it beatable.
Yes,
That's the
very
thing.
well balanced. They play very strategic and defensive and want to match the top player all the time.
Yeah.
But Alex is just uncontainable.
That's it. That's
He's
the problem.
just gotten
His speed
so
is
good.
and his speed is just
Yeah.
it's just
You can't. He'll get through you. I saw him go up against 2 guys, try to deke through. They stopped him. It went off his foot, went further. Second guy tried to stop him, went off his foot. He's just gone. He's just so quick.
Yeah, no,
Kicks it
it's-
to himself, moves it, and then if you're alone, if he's alone on a breakaway,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
the goal,
exactly,
you know.
yeah. No, exactly.
Feel bad.
And Costa knows this. I mean,
Yeah.
again, Costa's the same guy
Yeah.
referred to as Fat Roy, the captain. But I just agree. I don't think they have
It's
enough.
not a question of knowing it in this case. It's really a question of can you handle him
Yeah.
when he's there to play the way he can.
Yeah.
And in this case, I think I see definitely huge wash-ups making it through.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Should be good. K.
We should have another
Oh,
for the Jades. Well, it's going to be
Beer Ca-
Kodiaks are already there and Beer Cap's already there. Okay, so yeah, it's
I know.
tough.
That's tough.
I do see Kodiaks and Beer Caps meeting in the final, but it's going to be extremely hard for them.
I
to
see
make it there.
Kodiaks, yes. I think
Okay.
Kodiaks, I would say, is a solid pick to make
Okay.
it to the finals. Just that team's been just lights out all season.
Right.
But Beer Caps, it's a 1-2 punch.
Okay.
And if someone's able to take out the Marco
Elema
and
Goodsell.
Jesse Goodsell, they-
Maybe, but I feel the opposite. I think it's Beer Caps that are almost guaranteed to be there, and Kodiaks that have a lot to lose because they're a new team. So they're playing
Fair.
a team like if they end up playing Outlaws experience could outweigh all
this
that.
is true.
Yeah,
This is true.
because they have been there.
They've
but-
been there for exactly.
But you're right. It's just a 1-2 on Beer Caps. So it's. I mean, what if he gets the flu? You know, like one of them gets the flu.
whereas
and
I
they
like
can't
the
score.
league we just talked about, Silver
Yeah.
Plows and Crazy Canucks, pretty heavy favorites to move on.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Not
the
as
case here.
no, you're right. It's I do see them in the final, but it's not nearly as contested as the
Exactly.
other one. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
So that puts us in I. No, we just did I. So
Yeah.
K.
Huge game
Oh my
tonight.
God, yes.
Huge.
We were discussing right before, and I actually guessed it surprisingly that the Lions beat St. Louis Savage.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I mean, I'm happy. John Shukri, I played with him before.
The last 8 games, they are on fire.
insane.
Them and the Tasmanian Devils just don't lose. They beat all the top teams to make it. They ended up. The Lions finished, I guess, 6th. No,
Yeah, right.
5th.
Fifth, I think. Yeah.
No, 6th because they played St. Louis Savage to finish 3rd. Regardless,
Yeah, that's it, yes.
they strung together a lot of wins at the end of the season and huge momentum, and to beat
Oh,
a
yeah.
team that only lost 3 games all year in St. Louis Savage.
No, it's a big upset there. Not as big as for me as the Birthday Boys upset, but
Yeah, it's close.
No, good for those guys. That's a big win tonight.
Yeah.
Really big win for them.
Right.
And they're up against bench warmers now.
Right. The bench warmers with them. I mean, it's not really an upset. It was a 5-way tie for second place in that division.
No, yeah,
never seen that before. Yeah.
Honestly, if you got first place at 18, and then you got 5 teams
at 16 points.
At 16 points,
and nuts. Then the other one is at 14.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
I've never seen anything like it. So 2 first place teams, second place teams actually matched up in the first round. So there wasn't really a favorite, although Ace had home ice.
Yeah.
Ace lost 3-2 to benchwarmers. It was a close game. Potentially controversial penalty shot. I don't think so. I was there and I saw it, but I could see the captain's point in arguing it if we're not clear on the rule. But I think the ref made the right decision in the long run. It was a penalty shot that Andy Carnell scored.
I probably should look that up before coming on tonight. Just open up the rule book.
Yeah, it gave benchwarmers 2-0 lead at that point. It made it 3-0, and then A's scored
just
2 goals late.
Too late. That's it.
Too little too late. Took a penalty with 20 seconds left that basically sealed it for benchwarmers, who only lost 1 game in the last 9.
But I do think benchwarmers match up well against Lions, whereas I think St. Lo bringing intensity, big bench.
Yeah, it's similar teams, whereas benchwarmers is more experience. It's more. They'll outsmart you rather than outrun you.
That's it.
For instance, I play and I can't run.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I
played the first game actually. Lions and benchwarmers, first game of the year, 4-3 for Lions. 7 guys, 2 guys on the bench for benchwarmers. So
you can't go in there.
Exactly.
You can't. Yeah, it could be anybody's game.
They don't know what to expect. We don't know if they've added guys. It's going to be a really good semifinal matchup, I think. The other one as well.
The other one's nuts. It's Tasmanian Devils against Mighty Ducks. That sucks for Mighty Ducks. I think if anyone they're going to play, they got unlucky. They drew the wrong straw.
Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way with Lions. As those 2 teams have been so hot. Now, if there's one thing I could suggest to the Mighty Ducks, don't take 1 penalty. I saw the Tasmanian Devils play against the Black Clouds.
Yep.
They scored 3 straight power play goals. At one point,
I think they were 4 for 4 on the power play.
4 for 4 on the power play. Yeah, they're going to make you pay. It was all cross creases or a rebound that 2 guys were there for and no defenseman could cover. It's just don't take any penalties, and that's your best bet.
And I actually saw the captain of Tasmanian Devils tonight, Giovanni Dagnito, and he knows what they have to do.
Yeah.
They shut down Robbie
Moss, Ryan Labrie, and Ryan Gould.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They shut those 3 guys down, and they're
it's
like
almost impossible to do. They're going to score. It might not be enough, but they.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah, that's true. They have 3. I didn't know there was a 3rd one.
Yeah, Nick as well.
He scored a goal. Yeah, I didn't know.
So I mean, they've got the weapons to neutralize theirs, but are they going to be contained to stick to that system?
Exactly.
Only time will tell. But I mean, Mighty Ducks have been amazing all season. I still think they're the favorites to move on.
Right.
But it's
their game to lose because
it's their game to lose.
The momentum on both Lions and Tasmanian Devils is crazy. But benchwarmers and Lions is going to be a really good one as well.
Yeah. Where are we? We're almost done.
Chalupa Bangers beat the Beaver Bait in the first quarterfinal 3-0. Coupe Longueuil lost to UHC 6-4.
Yeah, well, we spoke about Babish, right? UHC is you never trust the record. They're a good team.
That's exactly it. Exactly. So, what else do we have? Red Wings 7-0 Red Bulls. Okay.
Yeah, but Red Wings and Banana Hammocks. So I mean, you're talking marquee matchups across the board here.
Yeah.
I got to give it to UHC. Chalupa very good.
I see UHC winning the whole thing.
Yeah,
just altogether.
Unless they face Red Wings. Wings.
Even then.
You think so?
They're one-dimensional. The Red Wings. They don't have enough.
They're winning big. They're winning.
Yes.
So I mean, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do see UHC in the final as good as the season Chalupa Bangers have had.
Yeah.
I just think UHC just brings too much to the playoffs.
It's a lot. It's not the same guys, but it's some of the same guys that have played together through Fat Roy, Dead Last, UHC, and they've just played too many games together.
And the Delgados are having a great season. They're
still,
they're like Marco, Steph. These guys are really playing great hockey. Mm-hmm. Happy for them. They're great guys, and they're contributing to UHC's success. Mm-hmm. And if these guys elevate their game even more during the playoffs, which they've done so many times in the past, I don't think Chalupa Bangers are going to be ready for it.
I don't think so.
I don't think they realize what they're going up against. I hope they do, and they raise their intensity up.
Right.
But Babish has got his team.
Well, he's going to have everyone.
He's the Babcock of the NHL, right?
Yeah. But he's going to have someone on Jonathan Paiement the whole time.
Oh, and that's the problem. That's exactly Chalupa Bangers.
As he is. I mean, yes, he might score 1 or 2, but
he's going to score.
Yeah, exactly.
Deal with it.
It's not if you could contain him; it's how much you could contain him, and if you could counteract at the same time while you're maintaining.
That's it. There's more depth on UHC than unfortunately on Chalupa Bangers.
More depth on UHC than any other team in this division, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. I definitely see them taking this. I mean, Red Wings, I do think they're the favorite against Banana. As much as I like the Banana Hammocks, I think they're like a derivative of the Trailer Park Boys and all those guys.
Yeah.
But
Flamingos.
Red Wings are just scoring machines.
I kind of prefer the Banana Hammocks in that one, to be honest.
Oh, yeah?
Just the experience. Red Wings, like I said before, just one-dimensional. If you find a way to neutralize them, well, you're going to win the game in the long run, especially if special teams come into play and just wearing the other team down. I find Banana Hammocks have
I noticed
experience.
Red Wings qualified a couple guys, so I'm curious to see
what roster they bring. Yeah.
That's it, exactly. I mean, during the season, usually play a short bench, but now they've expanded it for playoffs, and I think they're going to be tough to beat. I think they're going to take it. M is
we're at N.
and yeah, where's
And I
that?
don't think they're played any yet. We got
Nope.
Punishers versus Wolfpack.
Yeah, well, no, exactly. We have the wild card games this Friday.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so N League, too much to discuss right now. There's a lot of teams in there. The A team, like we predicted, with the addition of Chris Diabo, what a difference.
Yeah. Now they have to play the Bengals, though.
That's it.
That's gonna be tough.
That's going to be tough. But if anyone could do it, if they got Diablo qualified,
Let them take 3 shots. You'll be winning 3-0.
that's it. I mean, as much as I like the Bengals and they got a lot of pieces, I see the A team taking that game if they could get the guys there.
Yeah.
P will do quick. Where's P? Oh, Heartbreakers. What matches today? Die Hard versus Broad Street Bullies.
Oh my goodness. I did not see that coming. After Die Hard exploded last week, I got 6 goals in one game, losing 5-4 to the Broad Street Bullies.
Good on Broad Street.
Great.
We
talked a lot about them, hoping they woke up and did a little better.
And they had to get into the playoffs, and they did that, and to
just
beat.
upset a huge piece.
And apparently it was a nail biter. Apparently it was down to the wire, and you know what? It's unfortunate for Die Hard. First time on 5-on-5. Kudos to them.
Oh, yeah.
For a great season.
A lot of guys did really well as well. You could tell they capitalized. One game. We've been talking about it all year. How you just sneak in, you play that one game in your life, and you're gonna knock off any team. And just saw it.
Yeah, and then you got Montreal Royals losing a squeaker to Backdoor Bandits 4-3. Speaking to the captain of Montreal Royals, even though Vito DeVito was there, they were a short bench tonight. They're probably 5 forwards, 3 defense.
Okay.
Last time I spoke to him, he was confident, but
Backdoor Bandits have a lot of experience, and Montreal Royals are new.
So if that's what the numbers they had, good on them to make it a close. First time season against a very experienced team.
Yeah.
You know, so
impressive.
Very impressive actually. It's but now
you got to play IGA Dorval
and the boys. I mean, as much as I wish them the best,
the boys are going to the finals. That's almost a guarantee.
Yeah,
I'll say it. Boys are going to the finals.
And IGA Dorval has just been.
It's going to be really hard to
derail those guys right now.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty much I would say the boys IGA final. I know it's easy to look at it because they're already in the semis, but
when you can't argue it, you just can't.
No, I think Montreal Royals full roster would have had a chance, but
they beat the boys, right?
That's it, right? But unfortunately, they just got
the boys in playoffs is going to be a different story than the boys during the regular season when they lose 1 or 2.
Yeah,
they don't. I mean, Jeff doesn't want to go 13-0 in any division. He likes, at least having a bit of a challenge. So, but come playoffs, no one's more serious. So, I see the boys making it and then winning it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I definitely think they're going to take this league. It's all signs point to that. So,
so we have now the Q League.
Well, I know. We got the 4 Flyers and the Cinderella team in the semis, and the quarterfinals are when
I got GK Fluff Los Polios on this Sunday, and Gurner and Sunnyvale Snipers.
Oh yeah.
I have GK Flood beating Los Polios.
Yeah, I say so too. They don't have Darren, so that's
so maybe Los Polios after all.
yeah, exactly.
And Gurner.
The big thing that is on Sunnyvale's side is they've got Ryan Hanfield playing in nets for them.
Okay.
The goalie for the A's.
Who's really good, really good,
right? So he's been playing the last few games for them, and they've been winning. So, but I spoke to him on the phone too about their matchup against Gurner, and they got to watch out for Adam Rice and Murray Mendoza.
MG Mendoza,
so they know. Will they have the ability to shut them down?
Will they?
Seen.
We don't know. Yeah.
I still got to say Gurner. And a guy who I didn't call Jason Roulier. Awesome player on Gurner too. See, Jason, I did remember.
Yeah.
I do think they just have too many weapons on Gurner.
Yeah. I think so as well.
But when you look at who they have to play against, 4 Flyers are
4th liners, and Cinderella team.
Cinderella team is most likely going to have to play against Gurner.
Right.
I still think Gurner has a chance to beat them.
They got to get their momentum, and that's
Yeah, but Four Flyers are winning this season. Kevin's been lights out.
Yeah.
I was talking to Ryan about their goalie. He's just amazing. Four Flyers are taking this league. Good for them.
Good.
R. So wrap it up.
Beer Belly boys are out, I think.
Beer Belly boys are out. We got a great game against Manchester United. It was awesome.
Yeah.
They just outplayed us. Our goalie Randy Dunas played one heck of a game, but we didn't get any offense done. Our best player Sam Oltmann, we couldn't do it. They were just all over us too fast. Jamal Stevens was too much for us to contain. Was all over us all game, and we did our best. But then they lose to
2-1 to Stonecutters in overtime.
First place team. Good for them.
Someone was telling me about the Stonecutters this week. I can't remember who. I wish I would have wrote it down. That they're really, really good.
They're fantastic.
They're like a little bit too strong for the R League.
Yeah.
So,
first time in the league. So
of course. But
no, I would say they are the favorites moving forward.
Sean Casper. Plays for
okay,
your team.
Yeah.
Really good friend of mine, by the way.
Oh,
I'm happy.
I had the pleasure to play with him. I mean, Sean,
great guy.
So
Great guy.
But they've got. I think what they had is the unfortunate matchup against Smoking Aces.
Yeah, Smoking Aces. Andrew Casey.
I don't know if Dory's back because he had the ankle injury.
Okay.
But they got Dory, Dobby,
Sam.
Alessio, and Sam.
Yeah.
Like they've got all these guys.
Yeah.
If they're all there,
it's going to be tough.
it's going to be tough. If Stonecutters just beat 2-1 against Manchester,
they're going to have a hard time.
They're going to have a hard time against Smoking Aces.
Right.
So that one, I don't know who's going to win. I see Quebec Nordiques beating Puckers, though. As much as I like the Puckers, they beat Crips 1-0 with a heroic goal on the back.
Okay, that's the one?
That's the one. I see Quebec Nordiques just taking. David Brochu is just too good. He's just lights out. He's just a lighting.
I can't disagree with that. I'm thinking.
But Quebec Nordiques Stonecutters would be an epic final. I gotta go Quebec Nordiques.
Okay.
As good as Stonecutters are, they're amazing. I just think Quebec,
they don't seem to have elevated that high if they're only winning 2-1 against Manchester United. But no, I could see Stonecutters pulling it through.
Agreed. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be one of the two. I don't think Smoking Aces had the continuous run that we thought they were going to have, and Quebec Nordiques just kept getting better and better and better.
Right.
And Stonecutters just maintained their top tier performance. Should be those two teams in the final. I like Quebec Nordiques. You like Stonecutters, and we're out of time. So that's Vasil. Thank you for everything, buddy. It was a pleasure.
See you guys
Eagle,
next
thank
season,
you for your
guys.
patience, and we'll see you guys next season.